Welcome, beautiful yogis. Let's practice together. Let's find a peace within us so that we can be an island of coherence in a world that is chaotic. We'll begin seated. Unless you're feeling very fatigued, you could lie on your back. Otherwise, come to your comfortable upright seat. Check your posture. Check your commitment to be here fully. And as your heart lifts and your shoulders draw back, lower your gaze or close your eyes. Feel your interior space. And now let's tune in together with the breath. So let this next inhale through your nose be deep and generous. Hold the breath a moment and blow it away. As we did, breathing in through the nose, gifting yourself this spacious and full inhalation, treasuring it for a moment, and blow it away. One more this way. Now we'll continue to breathe through the nose. Inhale to your silent count to 5. Hold your breath for 3. Exhaling for 5. And as we did in 5, hold 3 and out 5. Continuing to shape and monitor your breath in this way, knowing that this is just a lovely way to segue from our outer focus to regulate our nervous system with the breath, to come into present moment, and to prepare for yogasana, which invites our full presence in the body. 2 more of our counting breaths. 5 in, pause 3, 5 out, all through the nose. Please bring your palms to prayer pose. Our intention together is to become this embodied peace, this island of coherence. Coherence within us, brain, heart, all matched up. Really, really helpful for the world at this time. And if you have an extra intention, please breathe that into your being as well. And we'll bow the head and make our way to lie on the back with a strap in hand. So we'll start with some lovely hamstring stretches. Welcome back if you've been on the road or you've been across the world. Lovely to have you back again. And all of us gathering here together to practice as we take the right foot into the strap, take the leg up straight, slide the left leg straight, and we set up again here for our measured breath, 5, 3, 5. And so when we focus on breath, things become really quiet, seemingly around us as well as internally. 3 cycles of this 5, 3, 5 breath. And then as you complete the 3 cycles, wrap the strap around your right hand, bring your left arm out from your left shoulder, and we'll guide the right leg outwards. Using a block to rest your leg or your elbow, something where you have a little touchdown. As we set up now this open inseam of the right leg and all the places you can feel. And once you're here, please begin your 3 cycles of our breath pattern. 5, hold 3, and 5 out. One more cycle of the breath in this shape. And at the completion of the 5 count exhale, bring your right leg up to vertical and wrap your strap around your left hand. So we've still got the right foot lassoed. And we're going now to cross the body to find where you can go and adjust your upper back so that you are spaciously supported and flat as you can, remembering that a block is a good thing to use under your leg as you cross the body to get really comfy and still get a lovely stretch. And once you're settled, and remember your left leg can be at ease. We practice our 3 pranayama breaths. All the while smoothing, giving it that diligent attention. And notice the response in your body. So sometimes our mental activity is really busy and there is a resistance. And if there is, just smile, embrace it, let it be a part of this moment, and do it anyway. Taking your time to complete your 3 cycles, and then bring your right leg back to up to the vertical place where we'll switch legs now, putting the left foot into the strap, the right leg straight out on the mat, and be aligned to the middle of your body and the middle of your mat, best you can. Setting up And once you feel that you've settled and you've adjusted in all the small and big ways, then begin your 3 breaths. As you complete, we'll wrap the strap around the left hand, the right arm out from the shoulders to keep the right side down, and we take the left leg leftwards, finding a place to be, using a block as needed. And so the closer the block to your thigh, the sooner you have a little ledge to rest on. And once you've arrived and settled in the way that it works for you, please do the 3 breaths. We're tuned in together. We are breathing together. This breath practice bringing us into the now moment, the sense of slowing down time. As you complete, bring the left leg back up, switch hands, and take your left leg across your body and make sure that your right leg relaxes so that you can roll onto it. And noticing how you could amplify or do less by playing with how far that leg draws up towards your shoulder. Settling into the breath practice. Even though we're in a deep twist here, keeping the breath, modulating the breath into this even flow. And when you've completed 3 cycles, bring your left leg up. Let's put both straps, or both feet, into the strap. Keeping your legs close together and about as straight as you can. And drawing your legs now a little closer to your torso, pushing through the heels and feeling how both legs now, hamstrings are activated. Doing the breath. Two more cycles. So we are disengaging from the voice in the head. The voice in the head is always there. When we are focusing on something else, we disengage, we disidentify a little bit. So yeah, there's a voice in the head, and right now I'm busy doing this. As you complete, we'll take the wider legs, straddle legs, still with the strap around the both feet. Settle your shoulders. Feel how the legs are activated here. And breathe calmly and smoothly these 3 cycles. As you complete, just draw the legs back together, bending the knees, put the strap to the side, and draw both knees close to your chest, a hand on each knee, and then push the knees away for the inhalation, hollowing your low back. And as we exhale, pull in, we're flattening the low back. So twice more. Push the legs away. We're letting go the count for now. Just flowing, moving with the breath. One more time. Push away. And draw in. Nice. So we're either going to rock and roll a little forward and back or side to side to change orientation. So if you like, hands behind your thighs and roll on your spine. A few goes at it. Making your way all the way to sit. And as we did, we'll sit up. There we are. Now we can see each other. Let's start on the folded blankie and start in cobbler's pose. Good. So feet are matched up and we're sitting tall. Lovely. Good. And now take your arms wide out, level with the floor. And lift your chest, take the shoulders back and down. Inhale your arms upwards till they're parallel. And then exhale, bend your elbows. And be here for the inhale, turning towards your right on the exhale, little twist. Back to center on inhale, and to the left for the exhale. Good, let's do it again to each side. Exhale into the little twist. Center inhale, other way. Can you feel it in the rib cage? And so it's terrific that we bring this mobility into the ribs. It just really helps with the breath. And that's the most vital, that we breathe well. Great. All right, everyone. And so inhale your arms straight up. Exhale, lower the arms, and can you clasp behind your back? Interlace, lift your heart, and straighten the arms behind you, lower your chin. Raise the chin on inhalation and lower on exhalation. One more time. We got a beautiful canine yogi there. Let's bring the hands to the feet. Lift your heart and come forward with the heart. So we may not get very far, just coming through a little bit. Feel what's in your body. What tightness, what holding, what fatigue, what grief. It all snuggles in there somewhere into the tissues. And we meet all this with our loving awareness. Inhale, make your way back up. Leave your right heel where it is and bring your left leg out to the side. If you can bring that heel in closer, do that. And if that knee needs a bit of support, use your block. And so now we're preparing for a side stretch. So we've got that leg out to the side, same side arm, so that'd be your left arm, reach it high. And then as though we were going into triangle, grab a hold, maybe your ankle or your knee. And then the arm that's free, take it up and bring it over next to your ear. And press that sit bone down as we stretch that arm and widen through the ribs here. Looking up on the inhalation, the slow turn of the head, little pause. Slow turn of the head as we turn to look down the left leg. We'll do that 2 more times. Keep the engagement of the stretch. Slow turn of the head with the breath and the little hold. Returning. And 1 more time. Beautiful, everyone. Please come to upright. We'll have the legs just stay as they are. Find the midline between your knees and come forward. So place your fingertips, your hands there. Raise your heart on the inhale and let your heart lead, taking the roundness out of the upper back. Take the shoulders back, the collarbones broad. We're not looking for a deep forward bend, but rather a straight spine. And the allowing of the places that we can feel here. Good. Walk your hands back. Your left leg that's out to the side, bring it directly forward now. So from the side bend, we're taking a forward bend. Raise both arms. Fill up with a big inhale and exhale. Come forward. Let your hands land somewhere, or you can use your strap. We'll take a halfway up inhale and fold over the leg. We'll practice our 3 breaths here, our measured breaths. 5, hold 3, out 5. Your careful attention resting on the breath and your body for this final counting breath. And as it completes itself in your body, just walk your hands up your leg and bring your bent knee to upright. So your right knee now is upright, and step your foot over the straight leg. So here we are for our first twist. Wrap your hand or your elbow around, turning towards your right and being as upright as you can. First, situating the pose in the alignment that is just great, feels good. Lovely, looking over your right shoulder. Good, and just while slowly breathing in, turn your face over your left shoulder. And breathe it back. Two more breaths. Simple moving of head in this upright spinal twist. Nice, everyone. Gently undo. Unwinding back to center. And we'll start our sequence again the other way. So we start with a side bend, taking your right leg all the way out to the right. And your left heel in close. Good. Raise the arm. Same side arm comes high and long with the inhale. And then the side reach. Land where you can. Good. And then the free arm comes up and over next to the ear. And feel that as you root through the both sitting bones. Spread through the side ribs. And now the slow moving head with breath. Looking up while breathing in. And turning to look down while breathing out, maintaining the vigor of the side stretch. To our last one. Two now. Inhale all the way to up. Good. And bring your straight leg to the midline for the forward bend now. Sitting bones are still rooted into the mat on your folded blankie. Support your hips. Inhale the both arms. Get really long and exhale. Come forward and hold where you can. And we'll take that halfway up breath. Getting a little longer in the spine and then lying forward. Letting the breath distribute throughout your lungs, your torso. Smoothly, slowly and deeply. That little hold on the fullness. Good. We'll walk our way back up the leg and bring your bent knee to straight. Step your foot over the straight leg for the upright seated spinal twist. So then your right wrist or elbow wraps around your knee. Turn your trunk. Use the hand behind to stay really as vertical as you can. Drawing your chest, your ribs and your tummy through as much as we can. Looking over that left shoulder behind, filling up with the breath. And then the slow exhale, turn the head back towards your right. And 2 more cycles of breath, move slow. Stay in sync with this life force that is flowing through the body, that is life itself flowing through us. Which is really a beautiful way to live. Not so easy is when life happens to us. And then we feel a little bit more at the mercy, a little bit more challenged. It's as though we are conspiring with life itself to breathe consciously. Wind out back to center. To slide both legs straight for the seated forward bend over the both legs. Raise your arms, breathing in, and come forward, hold where you can. It's a halfway up, and it's a folding forward. This body a transformer. It is recycling old patterns. This is a powerful time of evolution for us all. Having the courage to hold our light, to remember who we are. And now we'll walk our hands back up the legs, bend the knees and take the feet a little bit apart, hands behind, and then we'll just tip the knees side to side and hinging into the hip socket a little bit more. Nice, everyone. So let's now go to hands and knees with the blocks at hand at the top of the mat. And we'll cycle through cow, cat. And we'll do our breath pattern. That's a little pause at the top. So slowly inhaling into the cow shape, holding for those 3 counts. And then rounding your spine, nice and slow for the 5 count. Exhalation, tucking in. And then the inhale occurs again. Feeling how the breath moves and how sensation also is happening in the body. And we're aware of it. So we're tapping into a deeper consciousness, deeper than the thoughts, the egoic mind that has lots to say and lots to do, and we need that. But for now in the yoga practice, we're tapping into something else, something deeper. As you come back to this all fours position, take your right leg, ball of the foot on the mat straight. We'll take a twist to the left arm and ribs. Nice big reach, just the 2 breaths. Exhaling, bring your hand and your knee back down. We'll take second side. Left leg now straight. Press your toes under, your foot into the mat, and a little twist to the right. Scapula is moving. Lovely movement into the thoracic spine. Great, and bring it back down. The knees are down. We're taking puppy dog stretch, so the butt stays high. We're on the knees. We walk the hands forward, stretch the arms forward. They can go a little wide. Press your forehead or your chest towards the mat. Opening again into the thoracic spine, the upper back. 2 more breaths. And then we'll walk the hands back. to 4s. And use the blocks now as we go into the lower body and the hips. Right knee lifting up, inhale, heart, and round under, cow shape, not cat shape. And cow shape as the right leg lifts, tucking under. On this third one, you know what to do. We are stepping forward, pressing the foot down to raise the arms and come upright. Nice big lift of the arms to lower and circle them back. Good. Really ground that front foot. Bring your torso and your arms forward and then up. And circle them wide back and down. And we'll do that one more time, coming forward and up. And circling the arms back and down. Good. This time we'll raise the arms and come forward, hands back to the blocks to straighten the back leg. Stay to breathe now with your legs strong. On the inhale, let's straighten the front leg as well. So hips pull back, adjust your blocks a little closer or a little higher as you need. See if you can level out your hips. Bring the crown of your head forward, the shoulders back, so we have a nice long neck. And now in this shape, we'll add a twist. So keep your right buttock retracted as we take the right arm up and reach to the vertical line. Big move, big stretch, yes. Nice, everyone. Coming back down with the hand to the block and the back knee to the mat, and take your right knee next to the left. We'll take second side right away. Left knee lifting up. Inhale with the heart lifting. Curl under, nose to knee. Exhale. Twice more. This third one, we step through. Press down to rise with the torso and the arms, circling them way back and down. Lean forward with the arms, coming back to vertical, and circle your big wide arms back down. We got one more. Good, and then this time we're diving back to the blocks to straighten the back leg and get that strong back leg, working them, keeping the breath long, smooth, and calm. And now let's straighten the left leg, adjusting your blocks to level your hips to keep your spine long and straight. And add the twist to the left. And exhale, bring your hand back down, the back knee down, and taking now, as you take your knee back, wide knees, sitting back towards the heels, extended child's pose on lower blocks or no blocks, as we get this two-way pull, hips back, heart, crown, arms forward. Making space through the spine for prana, for breath, for thoughts and feelings that are continuously flowing through us. To not get stuck on anything, letting it all flow. Great, come back to hands and knees. We're taking a downward dog now. Blocks to the side, knees under hips. Curl the toes and stretch out your whole body in downward dog. And once you've found your downward dog and you can abide here, be here, we're going to do 3 cycles of our pranayama, which is 5 count in, 3 pause, 5 out, beginning. Modulating the breath in a physical shape that has its own exertion required. Good, and now please walk your feet to the front of the mat. We come to our standing forward bend, hands to shin bones for the inhaling halfway up. Exhaling, fold over the legs, and we'll come all the way upright. Arms above to prayer pose, drawing down into the heart. Good. Please step your right foot back. We'll do our pyramid pose, half sun salutations, where we get flow and balance. Your weight is equally distributed. Inhale, your arms widened up. Big open heart leads the way. Exhale, forward. Hands rest on your left shin to inhale the flat back. Exhale, fold over your left leg. Inhale all the way upright. Arms sweep to prayer pose above your head, and we step forward, hands to heart. Left foot steps back, stabilize your legs, your whole body. Inhale, widen up. Forward bend, exhale. And halfway up. And fold. And all the way up. And prayer pose to the front. Good. So we're going to do it twice more, adding our pranayama. So the inhale 5, pause, exhale 5, and then inhale as we move. I'll be cueing you and you'll be counting. So step your right foot back and stabilize. Good, and here we go. Widen up. Inhale, pause, exhale forward. Halfway up, inhale, pause, fold on exhale, all the way up, pausing at the top, and step forward, exhale. Good, left foot steps back, inhale, little pause, and exhale. Good, now the arms widened up, breathe in, hold the breath at the top, forward bend. Halfway up here, hold, fold, come upright, holding this reach and full breath and tall shape. 2, exhale, step to the front. Good, last one is the right foot, step it back and get steady. Good, inhale, arms widened up. It's a pause in the reach, then the exhale. Halfway up, breathe in. Little pause here. Fold on exhale. Come up all the way. Fullness of breath. We hold the fullness of breath in the big reach. And then step forward. Nice, everyone, and pause. Great. So now let's take a wide stance. With your legs wide enough for triangle pose, which is going out to your right. And your left foot slides away. That's it. Great. Spreading and lengthening up and lengthening wide and rooting deep. Breath in. And reach into triangle pose over the side leg. Not coming forward, deep as you can. Lovely. So take a moment here and establish your stability and your alignment. Now on the exhale, some of you might take the arm closer to the head and amplify the side body stretch as we root deeply. 3 breaths. One more breath. In the deep rooting, inhale upright. And release the arms and switch sides. Switching the legs now in the other direction. Rooting deep. Growing tall up the midline and wide along the horizon. Filling up with the breath. Into the pose we go. Triangle pose, taking a moment to get established here, to feel that you're stable, nicely aligned. If it's nice, bring your top arm next to your ear, amplify the side rib stretch. And once you're steady, we'll take our 3 pranayams. Even as we're pranayaming, we're holding steady and keeping the balance. And as you complete your 3rd exhalation, root your feet and inhale, come to upright, relaxing the arms and now the parallel feet. For a forward bend. Hands on the hips for the heart lift, inhale, and the forward bend. Good, and then let's inch the hands forward as the hips draw back. You can have wide arms, just lightly fingertips on the ground. Establishing this lovely wide-legged forward bend, filling it with your breath. Good. Bringing the hands in, bending one knee and shifting your body weight there. And there may be a block you could reach there. Bring that block into the midline. And then walk your way to the other leg, bending that leg, shifting your hips in that direction. Side to side your hips a couple of times, using the block if you like. We'll letting hips and knees move. So lower body is moving now. And then when you come back to center, we'll fix the low body. Hips, legs are going to stay here. And our mobility will be in the upper body. So your block underneath your face with your hands on it. And we're going to keep the hips steady as we leave one hand. So let's leave the right hand on the block and turn to the left. Inhale. Feel your upper back and all the other places. Exhale, bring the hand back down. And we take it the other way. Coming up. Exhale down. Good. So let's do a few more of these. As we reach the top of the inhale and the peak of the twist, pause, as we've been doing, and then we'll exhale, return. Continue. And one more each side. And as you lower, both hands on the block, push the block forward and hips back. Nice. Draw the block back. Root your feet, hands to hips to come to upright. All the way to tall. And now we'll take warrior two pose. So the feet go a little wider and we're turning out to the right. A little wider through the legs. As we now bend that knee, test it out, get the alignment, positioning correct. Wide arms. And we'll pulse through that knee. Inhale the knee straight, arms overhead. Little pause. And exhale into warrior two, looking over your right hand. As we did. Inhale to tall. Feel the stretch. Little pause. Exhale, lunge. One more. Now we'll stay for 3 breaths in the pause. In the shape, in the pose. Pausing at the top of the breath with that 3 count. One more. Good, and then inhale, straightening the leg, relaxing your arms, turning out the other side. Warrior two, same way. Align your feet, test out that left knee, bend. Good, and then we'll move it with breath. Inhale, legs straight, nice big side ribs stretch. Exhaling into the warrior two shape. Twice more. And now as we come into this shape, the warrior two, be completely in your body, in your breath. Seated, as it were, in the body, consciousness resting on breath with the little pauses. Life is moving through this vehicle. to grow, to clear, to transform, to heal, all that is needed. And as you complete the third, straighten the leg, relax your arms, and parallel the feet again, coming in a little closer. We'll counterpose with a forward bend. So let's clasp hands this time. Behind the back, shoulders back, heart lifts. Exhale, come forward. Crown of the head towards the mat or to the block. See where your shoulders could be today. If your shoulders hurt, then release your arms down. Now release your hands back to the block, straightening your arms. And sensing this flat back position. Breathing into this flat back. Activate your core. We're going to push away from the block in this halfway position, spreading the arms like airplane wings. Tail draws back, crown forward, and your arms now parallel to the mat. Breathe deep. So we find strength, endurance in the breath. Great. On the exhale, bring your hands back to the blocks. Get that little support. And now bring your block to the inside of your right foot. Placing your left hand on the block and your right hand on your hip or behind your back. And now we twist towards the right, turning your ribs, looking up. We've got the block to bring the ground up a bit. 2 more breaths. Nice, everyone. Bring your hand onto the block. Let's walk over to the other side. The block is now inside of your left foot. And we've got the right hand on the block. The left hand on your hip or wrap behind your back. And then twist your trunk towards your left. And breathe deep right into all the nooks and crannies. Nice, everyone, and release both hands to the block. The block's now in the middle, and we've twisted each way now down the front, long spine, block way forward. And taking all the roundness out of the thoracic spine, opening the heart through. Beautiful, everyone. Bring your block in, turning towards the front of your mat. Make your way to a downward dog on your mat. As you find your downward dog, find your breath. Now bring your feet close together and raise both heels. And let's take the right leg way high. Exhale, step your right foot between your hands. Follow with your left foot. Standing forward bend, hands to shin bones halfway up. Exhale, fold over your legs, bending your knees now and clasping your hands at your sacrum, taking the arms up and over, head low. Release your hands back to the mat. Walk your feet back to downward dog. 3 breaths. Lengthening front, back, and sides. And now with the feet close together and the heels lifted, take your left leg way high. Nice big lift, and then aim your foot to the front of the mat. Following with your right foot. Knees are bent, hands again clasp at your sacrum. Lift the chest with the halfway up, hold the breath, hold this nice stretch. Exhale, fold over your bent knees and stretch your arms overhead. Couple of breaths. Lovely. All right, everyone, release your hands to your blocks. High blocks. Straighten the arms and walk the feet back so that we're in a flat back position. Feet close together. And take your right leg parallel to the mat, not high. Lower the foot. Now we'll do the same with the left leg. Just take it parallel to the mat. And bring your foot back down. Good. We're going to add on now. The feet again close together. Right leg goes back. And add your left arm forward. One more breath. Good. And come on out. Are you ready? Second side, left leg parallel. Level hips. And the right arm forward. Same breath. 2 more cycles. Nice, and release. Good. So we could just come to kneel here. Blocks to the side as we roll onto the back. Hugging knees in. Letting your feet come to the mat, hands on your soft belly. Letting go all the effort. Breath, slow and deep, no pauses. Nice. Now bring your arms alongside your hips near your feet, which are now arranged for bridge pose. So let's bring the hips up for bridge. Feet pressed down. Clasp hands or hold your mat. Work the feet down. Draw the tailbone under. Open the heart space. Deep, slow breaths. Great. Can you stay in the pose, reach for your block, and bring your block now, your low block, to land on with your sacrum. Ooh, and that takes the weight off. And once you've got your block situated right, slide your legs straight out on the mat. So that your heels are on the mat, your toes are drawing back. And now let's take the arms overhead. So to have wide shoulders and just your arms on the ground above your head, allowing this stretch. We've shifted into the receiving of the stretch. And as you settle here, practice the square breath. So that would be 4 in, 4 hold, 4 out, 4 hold. Two more cycles. As you complete the 4 square breaths, walk your feet back to flat. Take the block out. Lower your hips all the way down to the mat. Take happy baby pose, so a foot in each hand, pressing the low back into the mat. Natural breath. And then release your feet to the mat and grab your props for final relaxation. And letting your body find now its own level of rest and ease. Letting go all the particular ways of breathing, of moving and stretching. So as you find your alignment along the center line and settling in, your loving awareness can drop into the internal sensations that are here now. Perhaps feeling that groundedness held, and also spacious upper body, mind, really spacious, wide open. To receive all the blessings and all the gifts and all the benefits of the yogasana that we breathed through together. To receive this resetting of the nervous system. Resting in this vulnerable, open place, just let yourself drop deep. in the place of your restful body being breathed, know that through the practice we have gathered all the fragmented parts of us that are here, there, and everywhere with our thoughts and tasks and worries and concerns. And we're able to hold it all in this breathing and renewed body. This internal stability that sees us in good stead, that makes us helpful in the outer world, in the smallest of ways, just by being coherent. Feel your breath. Move the fingers, the toes. Curl onto your side for the gratitude moment. And as you're ready, we'll complete in our seated pose. So lovely to practice with you, beautiful yogis. Thank you so much for coming. Namaste.